For many black Hebrew Israelites who self-proclaim themselves as being on a scholarly level and can break anything down, any scripture and all this other stuff down, one of the things they enjoy doing is name dropping various Jewish or Hebrew tribes, particularly those that are located in the western part of Africa, along the west coast of Africa. And they name drop these, and even though there's some truth to what they're saying, that yes, these are tribes that have identified themselves as descendants of Israelites or Jews or Hebrews, but they leave out some other things to their audiences. And so, what I'm going to do now, I'm going to show you exactly the full history of all of these Jewish Hebrew tribes that are located in the west part of Africa. Okay, so very quickly, I want you to take a look at what you see on the screen. I highly, highly encourage you to pause the screen because I have very limited time here, but pause the screen and go through all of these tribes. These are the main tribes in West Africa who claim a tie to the biblical Israelites. The one thing that is left out of that these Hebrew, so-called Hebrew scholars leave out is the fact that all of them participated either in the transatlantic slave trade or in the Arabic slave trade. Not only that, you will see that today that most of them themselves are practitioners of Islam, or the one group, the Igbo, they still are clinging on to Judaism. And even with them, guess who they're learning Judaism from? They're learning Judaism from Ashkenazis, the very group that black Hebrew Israelites like to say are Edomites, they're fake, and all of that stuff. So even with this information, I assure you, because I've seen it myself, they're still going to find all types of scriptures and things like that to try to tie in to say that, yes, this is all biblical, this was supposed to happen, and all of that kind of stuff. But if that's all very true, then why leave this information out in the first place? Why should we, as black Americans and others that who were descendants of those who were sold in the transatlantic slave trade and the Arabic slave trade, why should we be proud that somewhere down our bloodline there is some tie to the very people who sold us into slavery in the first place? But of course, it never makes any sense at all unless you sprinkle it with a little religion and belief. Again, this is the religion that says love your enemies.